It is that time of year, friend, where we need to make new batches of apple pie spice and pumpkin pie spice mixes so that we can use them in baking, sprinkling them on top of oatmeal, baked oatmeal, mixing in with granola. I'll be making a batch of pumpkin spice granola here pretty soon. All the baking, all the baking, all the baking. It doesn't have to be a pie. These spice mixes are fantastic. So we're going to start with the apple pie spice, and I have everything ready to go right here. And I'm going to actually do a double version of what I'm going to say. So we're going to do the single batch, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon to start out with. Again, I'm doubling that. Then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, now 1 teaspoon of allspice, and then we're going to drop it down just a little bit and do half a teaspoon of cloves and then a touch of cardamom. I love the smokiness that gets added to this spice mix with the cardamom. Again, I doubled that, but it's 1 tablespoon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, 1 teaspoon allspice, half teaspoon cloves, 1/8 teaspoon of cardamom. We're going to close that, mix it all together, and it is ready to go. Next up, pumpkin pie spice. Slightly different. You don't see the cardamom there, and we added in the ginger. So I'm going to also double this up for this little I think this is a 3 ounce little jar. So we're starting with 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. The cinnamon's being a little testy there. I'm doubling that. That's why you see me do that 3 times. Then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, then 1 teaspoon of cloves is coming right up. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of allspice. And finally, the big differentiator here is the ginger, so a teaspoon of ginger. So all together for a single batch, again, that's 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon nutmeg, 1 teaspoon cloves, 1 teaspoon allspice, and 1 teaspoon ginger. Again, mixing all of that together so that it's nice and evenly incorporated, and then we can use that in our baking. So there you have it, the 2 recipes you're going to need most this fall with your baking and other uses in your kitchen: pumpkin pie spice and apple pie spice. You can find both recipes on the $5 Dinners blog.